Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Sister Wives story is far from over, and it's possible that Christine Brown Woolley unintentionally revealed a significant secret that Kody Brown has been holding on to. A fresh leak connected to her next book has ignited a flurry of rumors, focusing on an astounding amount: $100,000 in unpaid child support. If it's accurate, Kody may be in for a long overdue legal and PR catastrophe. A polygamous relationship with practical repercussions. Fans followed Kody's life with four wives: Mary, Janelle, Christine, and later Robin for years. However, not all of the responsibilities were divided equally. Prior to 2014, Kody was only legally married to Mary. He later divorced her in order to wed Robin and adopt her kids. As a result, moms like Christine and Janelle were mainly left to handle the financial and medical needs of their children alone. Christine and Kody had 6 children together. However, there was never any official documentation linking Kody to their youngest daughter, Truly. As a result, Christine did not have the certainty of child support when she relocated from Flagstaff to Utah in 2021, taking Truly with her. When she formally sued Kody in September 2024 and demanded financial accountability, that all changed. A paternity test was required because he was not named on Truly's birth certificate. The leak that made all the difference. Christine has often maintained her composure in public, but when a grainy photo of a page from her next book circulated online, followers learned of something significant. Despite the image's ambiguity, one bolded number stuck out: $100,000. The inference? According to reports, Kody owes her that sum in unpaid support. Furthermore, the timing of the leak couldn't have been worse for him. According to witnesses, he was at an airport when the page appeared, muttering about having to control the narrative, and seemed visibly upset. Kody's response was consistent with a pattern that viewers had previously observed. Kody attempted to intimidate Christine into leaving with Truly by implying that the state would take their daughter if she did. According to the episode, he added a whole lot of lies to get his way. However, it didn't work back then, and this new development implies Christine is still making her own decisions. Not only are fans not sympathetic, they are not surprised. Those who have followed the Brown family for a long time are not particularly surprised by this discovery. Many remember Truly being taken to the hospital in a critical emergency during one of the first seasons of the show. Due to Kody's failure to make sure his name was legally associated, Christine was left without insurance and faced a startling $450,000 medical bill. Therefore, it is easy for fans to accept that Kody now owes Christine 6 figures. Some even commented online with opinions such as, "Christine had better get Kody to pay by using her lawyers, since he will never be able to pay for it himself." Kody has the audacity to claim that he doesn't trust Christine after spending the family's money on Robin and himself for 14 years. Not everyone has overlooked the hypocrisy. Kody is oblivious to his own pattern of manipulation and neglect, despite his repeated claims that he doesn't trust his ex-wives and worries about what they might be capable of. A silent victory and a new chapter for Christine? Christine seems to be doing well in spite of the drama. Far from the upheaval of her past, she now feels happy and stable thanks to her marriage to David Woolley. Ironically, the leak might even help her by increasing pre-orders for her book and putting her in the public eye. Whether it's from court or the bestseller list, this might just be the payday Christine deserves, one fan wrote. One thing is certain: Christine is creating her own story, and this time she is in command of the final edit, even though Kody Brown may be attempting to control the narrative. According to Sister Wives Season 19, Kody Brown and his ex-wives have reached an irreversible stage. According to Kody's admissions in the one-on-one interviews, he hasn't communicated with a lot of his children. However, Kody is still not there, and it looks like another Brown family is about to transition. To find out who it was, continue reading. Sister Wives: The Marriage of Beatriz Queiroz and Gwendolyn Brown. Beatriz and Gwendolyn were married on July 15, 2023. In Season 17, Gwendolyn comes out as bisexual. The Sister Wives star claims that she finds both men and women attractive. She is the second member of the family to discuss the subject in public. Leon, Mary's only child, came out as gay as well. But when Gwendolyn came out as bisexual, she said she didn't have a good experience with the show's producer. Gwendolyn has since chronicled her own journey on the internet, ultimately falling in love with Beatriz. Is Beatriz, Gwendolyn's wife, transitioning? Christine Brown recently shared a video of her family visiting Germany on Instagram. A few of the pictures include Christine with her children. However, it was when Christine posted pictures of her in-law Beatriz Queiroz sporting a prominent beard that many people took note. Beatriz appears to be on her path to becoming a man in her entirety. The return of Gwendolyn and Beatriz is likewise welcomed by many Sister Wives fans. However, Beatriz's look also generated discussion on Facebook. Sister Wives. Images by Beatriz Queiroz encourage discussion. Beatriz Queiroz's beard causes some Sister Wives followers to react on social media. Why Beatriz can't just be a girl in love is a mystery to some. Many people couldn't understand why she felt the need to pretend to be a male in order to defend her relationship with Gwendolyn. It seems to defeat the purpose of being a lesbian, the commenter continued. Others wanted to know if Beatriz's beard was real. While some people completely embrace Beatriz's beard, others couldn't help but condemn it. Just be to girls who are in love, please. Why must lesbians transform into guys in order to resemble a heterosexual couple? That negates the purpose of being a lesbian, doesn't it? That's right. It doesn't make sense if Gwen is attractive to women and her wife is changing into a man-woman shrugging. Worst. I was unaware that she was turning into a beard. Many women have health issues that cause some to grow facial hair more than others. Let's refrain from passing judgment since we don't know her situation. You fall in love with a woman who transitions? I don't understand. Why not look for a man? Did Christine Brown just reveal the massive child support Kody's? 4,000-word paragraph-style dramatic article. In a jaw-dropping moment that has Sister Wives fans buzzing louder than ever, Christine Brown may have just let slip a major financial bombshell, and it involves none other than her ex-husband Kody Brown and the massive amount of unpaid child support he allegedly still owes. While Christine didn't drop exact numbers, her recent cryptic comments during a live social media video and a few choice words in a podcast interview have sparked wild speculation across the Sister Wives fandom, with many viewers convinced that the once silent topic of money, custody, and accountability is about to explode into public view. Christine, who has always been known for her honesty, warmth, and protective nature when it comes to her kids, was answering fan questions in a casual Q&A when one viewer asked whether she had to go to court to get custody or support arrangements settled after she left Kody. Christine paused, chuckled knowingly, and said, "Let's just say I handled everything I needed to, because no one else was going to." She added, "You don't raise 6 kids on fresh air and faith," a line that had jaws dropping instantly. Then, without directly naming Kody, Christine continued, "I don't depend on anyone who's more interested in control than care. If he wanted to contribute consistently, he would have, but I had to keep showing up whether he did or not." That was all it took. The floodgates opened. Fans and bloggers alike immediately began dissecting Christine's words, tone, and implications, and what they believe she really revealed is staggering. Kody Brown might owe Christine tens of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, in unpaid child support spanning years. For longtime Sister Wives watchers, this isn't entirely surprising, but it is heartbreaking. Christine was Kody's third wife and the mother of 6 of his children, including youngest daughter Truly, whose well-being and financial stability Christine has fiercely prioritized since walking away from the plural marriage in 2021. The final straw in her relationship with Kody was his emotionally distant treatment of their children, his increasing favoritism toward Robin, and his blatant disregard for her autonomy. But what viewers didn't see on screen was the long, slow unraveling of financial responsibility behind the scenes. While Christine packed up her life in Flagstaff and relocated to Utah to rebuild her world, emotionally, physically, and financially, there's been ongoing speculation about whether Kody was fulfilling his role as a co-parent in any meaningful way. And now, thanks to Christine's recent comments, the answer seems increasingly clear. Kody either contributed the bare minimum or fell far short of what a father of 18 should be doing, particularly for a woman who once sacrificed everything to make his dream of plural marriage a reality. Fans have long questioned how Kody supports his sprawling family, especially as more wives have left and his income from the TLC show has likely been divided more thinly among fewer participants. But Christine's thinly veiled frustration, laced with grace and dignity, suggests she bore the brunt of the financial fallout after their separation, and that the support from Kody was symbolic at best and non-existent at worst. The timing of Christine's revelation is also suspicious, or perhaps intentional. Her recent glow-up, brand partnerships, real estate success, and thriving marriage to David Woolley all point to a woman who has rebuilt her life entirely on her own. And it's likely that Christine now feels confident enough to speak her truth without fear. But rather than dragging Kody through the mud directly, Christine is letting the subtext speak volumes. And fans are catching every word. "I worked hard to make sure my kids didn't feel the fallout," she said in a more serious tone during her chat. "They didn't ask for any of this. They just deserved to be kids. Happy, supported, safe. I was going to give them that with or without anyone's help." It was a statement that sent chills down the spines of many viewers, because what she didn't say was just as loud as what she did. Did Kody offer financial support for Truly after the split? Did he contribute to her education, her healthcare, her daily needs? Or did he consider his fatherly duties fulfilled by the occasional awkward phone call or heavily edited TV reunion? Christine didn't say it outright, but fans believe she's holding the receipts. And if things keep escalating, they may come to light. Adding fuel to the fire was a subtle but telling Instagram story Christine posted just days after the interview. The image showed a stack of neatly labeled folders, one of them marked legal. Another bore the label, Truly Financials. She captioned the photo, "It pays to be organized," especially when you're the only one who has to keep track of everything. The message was clear. She knows what's owed, and she's been documenting it. Could Christine be preparing to go public with court records? Or is she simply making it known that she hasn't forgotten, even if Kody seems to have? For fans, it was a rare moment of cold, hard reality peeking through the usually sanitized lens of reality TV. And while Christine remained poised and calm, it was obvious that her patience had limits, and she may be approaching them. Meanwhile, Kody has remained conspicuously silent. No statements. No rebuttals. No social media defense. Which is in sharp contrast to his usual behavior, especially when it comes to defending his pride or taking swipes at his ex-wives. The silence speaks volumes. Some fans believe he's avoiding the topic because there is a legal arrangement in place that he hasn't been honoring. Others think he's trying to minimize damage ahead of Sister Wives Season 19, which is rumored to show even more tension between Kody and his older children, especially those raised by Christine and Janelle. Regardless, public sentiment is firmly on Christine's side. She is widely seen as the emotional heart of the Brown family, the mother who showed up, stayed grounded, and continued to love fiercely even when the world, and her husband, let her down. And now, she's done being silent. One fan wrote on Reddit, "If Christine really spills the details of what Kody owes her, it'll be the biggest scandal in Sister Wives history." And honestly, it's what he deserves. He walked away emotionally and financially. He doesn't get to rewrite that. Another chimed in, "Christine carried that man's dream for years. Raised 6 kids practically alone. And now she's paying for it twice over. First with her heart, and now with her wallet. Enough is enough." The online community is calling for Christine to pursue formal legal action, with some even starting GoFundMe campaigns in jest, saying they'd contribute just to help Christine collect what's rightfully hers. Others pointed out how disturbing it is that Kody continues to throw lavish birthday parties and fund Robyn's lifestyle while allegedly ignoring his responsibilities to his other children. "He always has money for Robyn's Christmas trees and matching outfits," one commenter wrote, "but not a dime for the daughter he barely sees?" As Christine continues to rise, with fans backing her at every turn, many believe this is the beginning of a new wave of accountability. Not just for Kody, but for the entire idea of polygamy as portrayed in Sister Wives. Christine's quiet but powerful stand signals that women are done staying silent while the emotional and financial burden of plural marriage falls squarely on their shoulders. And whether she chooses to reveal the exact number or simply continue dropping hints, one thing is clear. Christine knows her worth. She's done waiting for anyone, especially Kody, to catch up. If she does decide to make it all public, it could mark a turning point not only for the show but for the broader conversation around what happens when polygamous families break apart in the real world. Who pays? Who walks away? Who's left to carry the weight? Christine Brown may finally be answering those questions, and her strength is setting the standard for every woman who's ever had to choose between staying silent or standing tall. In the meantime, fans are watching her every move, hoping for more details and cheering her on with each new reveal. Because while Kody may have tried to keep his image as the proud patriarch intact, Christine's quiet revelations are dismantling that illusion one sentence at a time. And if this is just the beginning of what she's ready to share, then the truth about the massive child support Kody owes may not stay a secret for much longer. Whispers have turned into full-blown speculation as Sister Wives fans brace themselves for another seismic shift in the Brown family, one that could rival even the most jaw-dropping revelations of the series' decade-plus run. The question echoing across social media and Reddit forums right now is as bold as it is mysterious. Is another Brown wife in the process of transitioning, not out of plural marriage, as has become almost routine in recent years, but in a more personal and potentially life-altering way? The rumor mill went into overdrive after a series of cryptic posts, dramatic makeovers, and emotional videos suggested that one of the remaining or former Brown wives may be undergoing a significant identity transformation, perhaps even related to gender, spirituality, or personal truth. And while no official statement has been made by TLC or the individual in question, fans are dissecting every post, every word, every side glance in old footage for signs that a deeply personal journey is quietly unfolding behind the scenes and might soon come to light. It all started with a simple Instagram story, a black and white photo of a silhouette standing on a mountaintop with the words, "Becoming myself at last." No name, no face, just a moment of introspection that didn't take long to set off alarms across the fanbase. Because the photo was posted from an account known to belong to one of the Brown wives, an account that, while typically quiet and private, had recently been rebranded with a new bio, healing, evolving, rising. Within hours, fans began theorizing. Was this just another post-divorce glow-up? Or was something deeper happening? Could one of the women from the once plural family be coming out, transitioning, or embracing a long-hidden identity after years of repression and scrutiny under the weight of Kody Brown's patriarchal rule? The theories only intensified after a podcast appearance where one of the Brown women spoke candidly, though without specifying details, about living for too long as a version of myself that everyone else needed me to be. The episode was raw, emotional, and powerful. "There were days I didn't recognize myself in the mirror," she said. "I had to ask, who am I when no one's watching? Who am I without the church, the cameras, the expectations?" Those comments hit like lightning for fans who've watched the women of Sister Wives struggle to maintain their identities within a religious structure that demanded submission, conformity, and sacrifice. And now, in this new post-Kody era, where freedom is suddenly possible, some of these women are choosing not just new lives, but new selves. One name keeps surfacing in online conversations: Mary Brown. For years, she was seen as the wife who hung on the longest, despite Kody's obvious emotional neglect and her place being slowly erased by Robin's rise. But in recent months, Mary has undergone an astonishing transformation, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. Her wardrobe has changed, her body language is stronger, and her tone in interviews has shifted from passive to powerful. "I spent too long waiting to be chosen," she recently said during a live stream. "Now, I'm choosing myself." Those aren't just words of a woman moving on, they're the words of someone who's reclaiming. And when asked by a curious viewer if she'd ever felt like she was living a lie, Mary didn't deny it. "Let's just say I've peeled back a lot of layers," she replied. "And some of what I found underneath surprised even me." Still, Mary isn't the only one fans are watching closely. Some believe that Janelle Brown, who once prided herself on her independence and logical mindset, may also be stepping into a new personal identity, one that goes far beyond simply walking away from Kody. Her detox journey, her stripped-down makeup-free selfies, her new solo travels, and her cryptic rebuilding from the ground up captions have all fueled speculation that Janelle's transition isn't just about physical wellness, but about truth. For the first time in my life, she wrote recently, I'm building a life that feels like mine, not someone else's version of who I should be. Could Janelle be embracing an identity that was long suppressed under years of religious obligation and familial pressure? Could she be coming out in some way, or preparing to?